Well, here we are brewing Frank's ale. What I've done, you see, I ran out of Kveik yeast. Voss, VOS is the kind. I think I said before, I'm thinking I should have got Lutra, but Voss will be fine as well. But I ran out, and so what I did is I've decanted those five. My dog's barking at something, probably me talking. I decanted those five and poured it into these mason jars. And as I sit here, I think you'll see, well, I'll put it over in the sun. Well, I don't know if I'll do that. But anyway, it'll settle out. There'll be beer on top. There'll be Krausen, beer, and then about an inch or more worth of trub that was in the bottom of these that I canted off from it. That always happens. You get some beer along with it. Well, I'll decant more of the beer off, and so I'm left with pretty much trub and pretty much just trub and a little water. And then I'm going to try feeding it. I'm going to put some more malt extract in there and water. Well, wort, but not very much. Just a little, just to see what happens. Because I won't really be brewing. I'll be just trying to keep the yeast healthy and alive. Now, with the last that I had, I brewed these 2 half-gallons, and I didn't have very much. So I don't know if there'll be enough, but you can see I just did that. So there's no Krausen on top, and there's no trub at the bottom. So we'll see where this goes. I'll film it again in a little bit, I think, after those mason jars have had time to settle. No beer to be seen. I changed my mind about how fast I was going to do this. The barm that I'm making wasn't settling out as fast as I thought. By tomorrow morning it will be. So I took everything down into the basement. The last 2 or 3 nights it was gotten down around 40. It was 39 the last 2 nights. And that's a little cold for Kveik yeast. It doesn't kill it, but it doesn't do well. It's got a very wide range, so they say. But the basement will be warmer. It'll be more reasonable. So I took all of the ale. I keep saying beer, but I mean ale. I took all of the ale that is being made with Kveik yeast into the basement so it doesn't get cold. Behind me, sitting here in the recliner, is about 4 half-gallons or maybe more of here, I'll show you, of ale made from a darker malt. But this was brewer's yeast. This wasn't Kveik yeast, and so the cold won't really hurt it. Might even do it some good. So I'm going to leave it up here for now. All right, I'll show you what I do tomorrow. I'm not sure if you can see by this light. I'm in the basement of the house. It's pretty dark right down here. But there's what I said in the last shot, that I wanted to wait until tomorrow to let it settle out. That's trub at the bottom, and Krausen at the top, and beer. And now this is what I decanted off the 4 the brews that I'd made with the Kveik Voss yeast. And now I'm going to decant that once again, and then work with that trub to see if I can harvest, to see if I can make a starter out of it. I'll probably just add what I decant off it to these other 2. That's the result of my decanting. No, it was a result of my last brew with very, very little yeast available. That, incidentally, is where I just kept adding beer that I had brewed with brewer's yeast and a darker malt that was left over, and I just kept adding it like the brew of the month and building up, and it's still fermenting.